You are standing outside on a freezing winter day, waiting for a train. The wind cuts through your coat, and you pull your collar up tight. Suddenly, your mind drifts away to a deeply vivid memory of childhood. A warm summer evening, laughing in a kitchen that no longer exists. You tell yourself you are just distracted, escaping the miserable weather. But that is not quite right. Your body is doing something entirely deliberate. We usually treat nostalgia as a psychological glitch or a sentimental weakness, a melancholic longing for a past that we can never get back. It feels like an emotional comfort blanket we wrap around our minds. Modern explanation is visible. We are sad, so we look backward. But the older explanation is buried deep inside our evolutionary programming. Because nostalgia is not just a feeling, it is a physical survival mechanism. To understand why, we have to start with the vulnerability of the human body. For hundreds of thousands of years, dropping temperatures were an immediate existential threat. Our ancestors could not just step inside a heated building or turn up a dial. When the dark and the cold set in, they had to fight to stay alive. The body evolved automatic defenses, like shivering to generate muscle heat, or pulling blood away from the skin to protect vital internal organs. But what if the brain also evolved a psychological heater to keep you alive? The first clue is a strange connection between memory and physical temperature. When the body detects extreme cold, the brain scans for internal resources to endure it. It needs a way to alter pain perception and prevent dangerous biological panic. It triggers specific autobiographical memories with incredibly high emotional value. It pulls up moments of profound social connection, safety, and belonging. You do not just remember these events. You biologically re-experience them. And the result is something researchers are only beginning to fully map out. Psychologists studying memory and emotion have observed a fascinating physiological pattern. Evidence points toward nostalgia actually changing how the human body interacts with temperature. In controlled experiments, people placed in colder rooms naturally reported much higher levels of nostalgia. The dropping temperature instinctively told their brains to start mining the past. But it gets stranger. The memory actually changes the physical reality. When subjects were induced to feel nostalgic, they perceived the cold room as physically warmer. And when asked to hold their hands in freezing ice water, something remarkable happened. Those experiencing deep nostalgic memories could endure the freezing pain significantly longer. Nostalgia literally warms you up, not metaphorically, physically. How does recalling a summer day actually generate heat in your nervous system? Part of the answer may be how social memory interacts with the brain's reward centers. Deeply connected memories flood the brain with comfort-inducing neurotransmitters. This chemical cascade acts like a biological bridge over the physical distress. It reduces the heart rate variability and slows the physiological stress response to cold. Your brain uses the memory of safety to convince your body that it will survive. It is a systemic override, buying you time until you can find actual warmth. But there is another layer to this, and it is quietly unsettling. The human brain processes physical cold and social isolation in almost the exact same way. To your ancient nervous system, being alone and being freezing are the same threat. Wandering away from the group meant you were likely going to die of exposure. Researchers have suggested that social rejection literally makes people feel physically colder. When we feel lonely, the brain sounds the exact same alarm as if we were freezing. Faced with a threat, the brain activates an alarm response. Then, it can use vivid, warm memories like this familiar. It floods you with nostalgia, trying to recreate the heat of the tribe. Now compare that ancient alarm system with the way we live today. Most of us are rarely in danger of actually freezing to death in the snow. But modern life is experiencing an epidemic of profound social coldness. You sit alone in an apartment, endlessly scrolling through a glowing screen. Your brain detects the isolation, registers a drop in temperature, and panics. It throws you into a wave of nostalgia to try and save you from freezing. But the environment has changed, and the old medicine does not quite work.
We often misunderstand this ancient signal as a sign that we are stuck in the past.
We mistake the body's desperate attempt to warm us up for modern depression.
Or worse, we try to satisfy the craving by buying artificial, commodified nostalgia. We consume retro media, hoping it will trigger the warmth of the tribe.
But staring at an old movie alone does not actually reconnect you to the group.
It is like sitting in front of a picture of a fire when you are freezing.
It reminds you of the heat, but it cannot actually keep you warm.
Your memories are not just a dusty hard drive of things that have already happened.
They are an active, breathing life support system built over thousands of generations. When life becomes cold, whether physically or socially, your mind refuses to let you freeze. It reaches back through time, gathers the people who loved you, and pulls them close. It is the ghost of an ancient world, wrapping a blanket around your nervous system,
reminding you that you have belonged before, and you can belong again. That matters. It means you carry your own survival inside you. So the next time you find yourself shivering at a bus stop,
and your mind suddenly escapes to a childhood kitchen filled with light,
do not just dismiss it as a random, distracting daydream.
Listen to it. It is your biology speaking to you in the oldest language it knows, telling you that you survived the cold then, and you will survive it now.